Well, hello everyone, and welcome to week 16 at Nathbet. Start of Christmas. The advent calendars are well and truly underway now, and we hope to put plenty of pennies in your sack so you can buy some presents for the loved ones. I really think that we've got some nice prices this week in the double, the treble, and the fourfold, and we are going to start straight on with the safe double and two games that are in League One. These are two games I actually tipped last week. However, I realised that they weren't going to be played because of the FA Cup until this week, and we're sticking by those selections. I've looked again, I've actually got better prices, both of them, so happy days on that front. First of all, we take Crawley to beat Shrewsbury. Crawley, excellent home record in League One at the moment. They've only lost one out their last six, including 3 home wins, but it's more Shrewsbury's away form that is why we're tipping this one. Shrewsbury got the worst away record in the division this season. Like I said, Crawley are very, very strong. They've only got 1 point in the last 6 on their travels, and they're firmly in relegation mire. 4-5 Crawley, and we take them straight away along with Stevenage, who entertain Hartlepool. Now, I said that Shrewsbury have the worst away form in the division, and especially in the last 6 games. Well, Hartlepool have the worst home form in the division. They sit rock bottom of League One, and I fully expect Stevenage, who are joint 6th, really good run of results. They play very well away from home to go up north, up to the northeast, and take all those 3 points away from Hartlepool again. 16-13 about Stevenage. That's Crawley and Stevenage give us a 2.85 to 1 double with Bet Victor. Now, I'm hoping that you're going to put 3 points on it this week. I know that we struggled last week with the Arsenal result not coming in, but I would like to say that we're going to bounce back, and I would expect us to put 3 points on that. I'm going to certainly put 3 points on that bet, so get involved there. Okay, on to the treble. Premier League treble, all 3 home teams we're backing this week. And first of all, the conquerors of Arsenal, Swansea City. I'm backing them to carry on their excellent home form and easily dispose of Norwich. Now, I know Norwich had a good win against Sunderland at the weekend, but they are far from decent on their travels. Swansea, after their little mid-season lull, excellent start. They look like they're getting back to how they started the season. And Meech's banging form, absolutely magnificent display at the Emirates. And I fully expect them to go back home and win easily. They're available at 5-6, Swansea City. Second of the 3, Southampton to play Reading. Now, Reading scored 3 goals against Manchester United at the weekend, but that was not enough to get them even a point. Their leaky defence continues to be horrific, and like I say, they're worse on the travels than they are at home. Southampton have been excellent at home. That upturn in form is definitely thanks to the likes of Ricky Lambert, who's finding the back of the net now. Plenty of good performances in midfield, and the back start to tighten up. Southampton will be looking to get 3 points from this home fixture, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. They're available at even money. So that's Southampton and Swansea. Now we're going to go for the third of our Premier League games is Fulham. Fulham against Newcastle. We tipped Newcastle to win, and they did that last week. However, Fulham, on the back of a shocking loss at Tottenham, they've been licking their wounds, and I fully expect them to go and prove Martin Jol wrong and easily dispose of Newcastle. Now, Newcastle, like I said, they had a good win. However, they were flattered somewhat with the 3-0 victory. They had Manuel Figueroa sent off Wigan early in the game. It was a debatable penalty. I think they were appealing that decision. They went on to win that game. However, there were injuries to 3 main players, David Santon, Cheick Tiote, and more worrying enough for Alan Pardew, the main man, Demba Ba. Now, he says that all 3 could play, but they're not going to be fully fit. And even if 1 or 2 play, Newcastle on their travels have been very, very poor as of late. Fulham, take the Tottenham game aside, they have been very, very good. They still had that excellent result, or that excellent draw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And I think that at even money, Fulham at Craven Cottage are too good to turn down. So we're going to take them. Fulham to beat Newcastle. Fulham, Southampton and Swansea gives us a nice treble, a 6.1 to 1 treble with Coral and William Hill. It's very nice that Coral are the best people who are available odds-wise this week because they are our bookie of the week. I think you might have seen the TV adverts. If you haven't got a Coral account, please open one. They will match any deposit, any initial deposit, up to £50. So if you put £50 in, they're going to give you £50 absolutely free. You put in £20, they're going to give you 20, 10, 10, 5, 5, etc., etc. Really, really good offer. Like I say, fantastic. The bookmakers are fighting out with these offers because we're the ones who are winning. We're the ones who are getting the free money. So get involved with that. Don't navigate away from the page. Click on the call icon on Nathbet and you can go and do that straight away after these bets. Okay, that's the treble. 2 points on the treble this week. Like I said, 3 points on the double, 2 points on the treble, 1 point on the fourfold. We have got a game from each division, Premier through to League 2. Premier League, upset on the card. Well, I say it's an upset. It's not an upset for me. I think they're still a great price. West Ham to beat Liverpool. West Ham on the back of a magnificent, well, easy demolition, really, of Chelsea, who are in disarray at the moment. And come now, they're at home again against a Liverpool team that they beat Southampton 1-0, but it wasn't particularly convincing. And they have lost their best player and their talismanic striker, Luis Suarez. That gives us a front three of expected to be Raheem Sterling, Enrique, and probably John Joe Shelvey, who's probably going to play as a makeshift striker, with Barini injured as well. It's hard to see them scoring a goal, and even if they do get one, I fancy West Ham to score 2 or more. West Ham available at just over 2-1 actually. Where is it now? 13-6 they're available, so just over 2-1. Really good price at home. We're going to take West Ham as the first team. On to the Championship, and the main team, the best team in the Championship at the moment, Crystal Palace. Excellent 3-0 easy home win against Brighton, who are there or thereabouts. Swept them aside. They play Blackpool, but I think that Blackpool, even though they had an excellent 4-1 away win against Peterborough, I think that there'll be a different story when they go to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, like I said, absolutely flying. I just think there'll be too much for them. Crystal Palace available at 6-5 odds against. Good price. We take Crystal Palace. League One, I've already tipped Crawley. We're going to put them again in the fourfold because I really like this as my bet of the week, my tip of the week. So we're going to put them in the double and in the fourfold. Crawley to beat Shrewsbury at 4-5. Last but not least, Plymouth against York City. We're going to go away win. York to beat Plymouth. York undefeated away from home. They haven't got the best home record in the world, but away from home they are absolutely excellent. Undefeated in their last 6. Plymouth only won 1 home game out their last 6. Like I say, we like to bet on form here at Nathbet, and I fancy York a nice price, 8-5, to go to Plymouth and take all 3 points. Okay, from the Premier down to the 2, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Crawley and York City. Give us a very, very nice to 27-1 fourfold. That is with Bet Victor and Paddy Power. Okay, guys, get those bets on. 3 points, 2 points, 1 point for the double, treble and the fourfold. Plenty of green triangles this week. No red squares, and we will see you next week, like I say, with plenty of money for those stockings. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. Cheers, boys. Bye-bye.